he knows that all the diamonds are on his right, and that is to say, the hand on his left is short in spades, and therefore, indeed, the odds do favor the jack of spades being on his left. But I think it wasn't, how shall I say, a very carefully thought out play, because if all he wanted to do was to make 4 spade tricks, he could have in fact gone up with the king of spades, come back with a spade to the ace, and then played a diamond, and he would have achieved the same effect. But I think it was more a sense of showing them, well, I'm going to get round something in spite of all these bad breaks.
So anyway, it gives him his 3rd trick, 3 each.
Right. Now he goes and he plays a spade, a king of spades, and there's another piece of bad luck. As he might have divined, and probably did divine, the spades were equally badly distributed as the diamonds. So he comes back, cashes his ace of hearts, with misery, takes the ace of spades.
So that's 6 tricks to him, only needs 4 more.
And he takes the queen of spades, but don't forget that Zia's still got a spade left, and he's got no diamonds. And so, in fact, that was all poor Marie could do, because when he played a diamond, Zia ruffed, and the last 2 tricks went to defense, and Marie was 3 down.
And this is the result of today's play on the scoreboard.
After an up and down session, but a down session for poor Christian Marie, the scores have gone from Arturo Franco, who was plus 920 pounds, has slipped back to plus 660 pounds. Zia Mahmood, who was plus 800 pounds, has advanced to 1,260 pounds. Christian Marie has gone back from minus 1,080 to minus 1,420. And Robert Shearn, who was 640 pounds, has caught up a bit to minus 380. Champagne for Zia Mahmood and tears for Christian Marie.
I must say he has had the most spectacularly awful session. I mean, we said at the beginning that he needed to have a run of good luck, and everything has gone wrong.
Yes, it's not only that he's holding bad cards, it's not only that his partners seem to be particularly fallible when playing with him, but he also seems to be encountering far more than his share of bad breaks.
How does one cope with that?
Well, of course, in the short run, it's extremely depressing. But in the long term, it is the mark of the good player to circumvent bad breaks. And I thought it was a very good illustration of what an excellent player he was, really. That finesse of the 9 of spades, you may recall, in the last hand.
Yeah.
It wasn't that it really was going to do any good, but it was to show how well aware he was of the symmetry of distribution, how, because he knew the diamonds were all bad on his right, the probabilities favored the spades being on his left. And it was a wonderful sort of gesture.
Right, well, all the hands you've seen, all the hands of the whole series will be in International Bridge Club, and there'll be a piece in the Listener, probably a piece mourning for poor Christian Marie. Until next week, good night.